14 and 11 past another Danish young pairing of Nielsen and Stefensen. So English-Japanese quarterfinal at the top, featuring the 7th against the top seeds. Now then, on to our first women's singles of the day. Ratchanok Intanon is the 4th seed, twice runner-up here, 2013 and 17, faces off with American Iris Wang. Wang is playing off a ranking of 37th in the world, has been as high as 30th in the world back in 7th of April 2016, 5 years ago. She's won 3 matches this year, lost 3 as well, and that's where they are in the draw. Mia Blichfeld lies in wait with a good win earlier today over Yvonne Lee. So that's how the land lies in that section of the draw. That's the bottom of the 3rd quarter of the draw. So here come our players. And there we are, head-to-head. Ratchanok Intanon leads 1-love at the Selcom Axiata Malaysian Open 5 years ago, 2016 it was. And the score 12 and 16 in favour of the former world number 1, who obviously quite enjoys this matchup. But of course, hard to read anything into that because it was, as I say, 5 years ago. So a lot of water has passed under the bridge since then, and both players much improved as well. Ratchanok all in blue. Had a win over the Estonian Kristin Kuba to get here, 21-14, 21-16 yesterday. That was out on court 3. So gracious the ties, aren't they? You've got to love that.
Okay, Ratchanok, you can choose black or blue. Red. Red, black for you. Okay, so you serve which side? This side. Okay.
Iris Wang electing to receive. Ratchanok staying ends. Four courts currently in action, or 3 I should say. As initially on the programme, 40 matches, second round matches to unfold on day 2 across 3 courts. Well, we started with 5 because there was a little bit of a spillover. Some of the last first round matches couldn't be concluded. It was so late last night, what with the later start of 2 p.m. Everything got delayed and pegged right back. As we take a look at Ratchanok Intanon, 26 years of age these days, 1.69 m. And playing off a ranking of 6th in the world. She was at the pinnacle of the game in April 2016. And she certainly leads the Thai challenge here. As I say, a win over Kristin Kuba of Estonia for Ratchanok Intanon. And let's take a look at her opponent. Iris Wang from Pasadena, California. 26 years of age, the young American. 5'3" tall, or 1.60 m. And just 7 spots off of that career high. She breached the top 30 in the 7th of April 2016, 5 years ago, where indeed these two played in that year. So she was born in Pasadena, California on September the 2nd, 1994, to Chinese parents. And it's been a ranking that she's built predominantly from Challenger Series tournaments and then stepping up just of late to the higher graded tournaments. She had success in the Asian Swing, 3 round of 16 showings in Bangkok in January.
Ready to play?
So what will this one hold for us, I wonder? Ilkka Vainio of Finland, the umpire. Gavin Smith of England, the service judge, just opposite. Familiar face. Well, for Ratchanok Intanon, of course, she'll be trying to get back to those heady days where she was as young as 18 years of age when she was the youngest ever singles finalist here. And that was back in 2013. and repeated that feat 4 years later in 2017. So she's got fond memories tied up with this place.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, it is Wang, USA. And on my left, Ratchanok Intanon, Thailand. Ratchanok Intanon to serve, love all, play.
Good leave from the American.
Service over, 1 love.
Incidentally, Iris Wang had a win over the fellow Thai of Intanon, Benyapa Emsard, in the opening round.
Service over, 1 all.
In her last 6 World Tour outings, she's posted a quarter-final showing or beyond Intanon, so very much in form. Glorious. Found the corner of where the back line bisects the sideline. Yeah, quarterfinalists of the HSBC BWF World Tour finals. Same in the Toyota Thailand Open and the YONEX Thailand Open. Of course, home territory for Ratchanok. Enjoyed spending so much time at home. Everybody having to quarantine under strict COVID protocol in this biosecure bubble for a couple of weeks before the event started. We all did. It was just part of the way things had to go.
Service over, 3 all. Service over, 4-3.
That's well wide, wasn't it, that one? Just finding a radar. So parity in this opening game here, nothing between them. Nervy start from Ratchanok here. A few misjudgments. Better.
Service over, 5 all.
Good leave from Iris Wang.
Service over, 6-5.
Very tight cluster of seeded players here. Mia Blichfeld lies in wait, as I said, and the Dane playing some terrific badminton to come past Saina Nehwal. Of course, the Indian was injured and had to retire, sadly, halfway through game 2. Let's wish her well in her recovery, preparing for the Olympics and all that. And of course, then today, the win over Yvonne Lee for Blichfeld.
Service over.
And they're in the bottom half of the draw, which means that Nozomi Okuhara is down below at the foot of the draw with that menacing presence.
Service over. 7-6.
Found it. Very nice.
Service over. 7-4.
Really nicely done.
8.
It's the cross net backhand that really opened up the court nicely. This one here, well done. Yeah, and then the back behind. Fierce tempo there, really notching it up a little, Intanon. Pedigree on display and athleticism as well. Glorious.
10-7.
Spreading the court beautifully here, the tie.
Service over. 8-10.
Good pressure there on the back line from Iris Wang.
9-10.
Doing well to stay in touch with Intanon here. Looks very composed already, which is encouraging for American fans. Defending her court really admirably there until the last shot. That was something else from Ratchanok Intanon as she heads to the turn with a 2-point cushion here. 11 points to 9. Intanon leads in this tight opening game.
Thank you.
Nicely done. manoeuvring Intanon around the court really nicely. It's very settled out here. It's encouraging. And that was hit with such precision as well, just inside the line. Just can't seem to break away from Wang at the moment, can she? No. Momentarily elsewhere. Well, you thought when Intanon was 6-7 down and then broke away with a run of 4 consecutive points, that would be it. But she's been pegged back nicely here from Iris Wang.
Service over, 13-11.
Beautifully done.
15-11.
Another player that endorses the straight smash a lot, Intanon. She's got a lot of versatility there, we know that. Good leave. Another run of 4 points in a row for the tie number 1. Yeah, managing to really open the court nicely with her sublime touch. Intanon. She can do so much with the shuttle. Sometimes almost has too many options. But a run of 5 now for her. Brilliant. So quick and agile to close down that net and rush Iris Wang.
18-11.
Well contested by Wang.
12-18.
Good patience from her. But still 6 points adrift here. Can she raise the bar ever so slightly and haul this back to level? Tough ask against the former world number 1.
Service over, 19-12.
Running out of time as far as this opening game is concerned, from Americans' perspective.
Service over, 13-19.
Brilliant. Couple of timely points then for the Californian. Well, there have been glimmers of brilliance from her, haven't there? But nothing too sustained to really trouble Intanon, who's... they were level pegging pretty much up till 6-all, and then Intanon kind of accelerated away, creating a little gap between them nicely, as all top players do. Good leave. Ratchanok Intanon, as the 4th seed in the women's singles, takes the opening game reasonably comfortably, 21 points to 14, after just quarter of an hour.
Just try out a bit, and let's see if she plays a bit different. Maybe she's of course she won't to the back, maybe more. So let's see. But good fight. There is some space sometimes when you can make the game. Really. Actually, it goes a lot to your forehand on down. Like first to build up, and then the smash. She has good vibrations, but to build up, sometimes she's going a lot here down, and then she pushes you.
I think she always slices from your level.
Yeah. One time she made the reverse, but otherwise it was but at the end, yeah.
Here we go then, start of game number 2. Intanon halfway home towards the quarterfinals here.
Service over. 1 love.
Well, Wang, for her, it's all about being just that little bit more consistent and adding a little bit more sting to her attacks. Often a tough ask, though, when you're playing the 4th seed in the women's singles here. Intanon's been preying on a lot of those kind of loose shots from her opponent, who's just been sort of yielding a little bit too readily in that opening game. She's tidied up here a little on the start of game 2, and she needed to. But Intanon, of course, so good at opening opponents' court with those cuts and short slices that she plays, and then the reverse. Yeah, it was a hesitant call from the line judge. I'm surprised the young American didn't challenge there. There's a great example of the slice the Americans' coach came on and they were discussing exactly this shot here and how well Intanon does it. Look at that, but there's just simply no getting that back. Unless you get a good early read and explosive first step, that is.
Service over, 3-4.
So difficult when you play a player like Intanon because she's got the world at her fingers, hasn't she? You know, she's just so dexterous with her wrist and her fingers. She can just find such a cute angle. She's misjudged that one. Palms down from the lines judge.
5-4.
And Wang acquitting herself really well here.
Six, 4.
Well done. Again, the cross net was sublime, wasn't it? So acute.
5-6.
That one there did the damage. And when you're 5'3", it's not easy to play against that. Beautiful. Really good from Intanon.
6-4.
So she brings the scoreboard deficit back to level. And they were level at 6-all in the opening game, as they were at 7-all as well. And then Intanon broke away. Good rally.
7-6.
Wonderful cross net there, but in the end, just rushed herself into error. So the court attendants on, just mopping up a few beads of sweat. Just a momentary chance to step off stage and collect thoughts and have a glug of water and towel down.
Seven, 6, play.
Yeah, it was always going in, wasn't it? If there is any drift, it normally pulls slightly left to right. There's perhaps a minimal pull there, but it always looked like it was going inside the line.
Eight, 7.
She's done very well out here from the start of game 2. She's had a run of 4 points, then a run of 3 points, Iris Wang.
Service over. 8-all.
It's in. Misjudgment, that time from Intanon.
Service over. 9-8.
Oh yes, opening her opponent's court so readily is Intanon. Tai waving her magic wand, seemingly at will. Look at this, what a response there. She was under quite a bit of movement pressure. Got out of jail nicely though.
Service over. 10-9. Fault. Service over. 10-all.
Should be so encouraged if she can head to the turn, the 26-year-old American, with the slender advantage here. Not so. Again, in keeping with the overall theme of dominance from the tie, she again heads to the turn faster. 11 points to 10 in game 2. Intanon leads, and a game to the good as well after 26 minutes of action.
'Cause I think sometimes it's a little too flat.
Yeah, that's
Maybe she just sets it down.
But if you're here and if you're just
Okay. I think she keeps waiting for my offense and then just turning
yeah,
off.
yeah, that's right. And the back one, she can go a bit faster because she's every time from there. Or push.
Well, interesting conversation there between Iris Wang and her coach, and how Intanon was kind of waiting for the American to attack and then responding really, really well with her counters and angles. Yeah, another no-nonsense point from Intanon then. Is this where she really starts to motor away? 3 consecutive points for the tie number 1. Very nicely done.
Service
putting a stick in the wheels of Intanon there with a beautiful shot to break momentum. But then that one a little cheap, and that's been kind of the pattern of play, hasn't it? Just too many unforced errors every now and then from Wang. We have shown moments of quality and really competing well. But it's sustenance, that's what it's all about, being able to keep going at it. Intanon really upping the pace there. A decisive finish as well. Statement finish from Intanon. No nonsense here. Look at this, closing well and emphatic smash put away. Commanding badminton right now from the 4th seed. Again, it's the cuts short to the forehand of Iris Wang that are really very advantageous for the tie. So in the battle of the 26-year-olds then, Intanon driving this one along nicely, as she did in the opening game, just accelerating away from her opponent.
Service over, 12-17.
Perhaps just testing her game for sterner tests that lie in wait in the name of Mia Blichfeld. That'll be who the winner of this one takes on tomorrow.
Service over, 18-12.
Now, can Intanon close the door here?
Iris Wang challenges called out.
Well, going upstairs to have it checked. Yeah, way out in the end.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 19-12.
Intanon setting sail for home, 2 points away. Yeah, string's gone, and it's spilt wide of the sideline as a consequence for the 26-year-old American. And her time is up.
20.
And she's a fresh racket. But this one you sense pretty much done and dusted. 8 match points for Ratchanok Intanon here. One of the match points saved. Very shortly you'll be in the hands of Jill Clark and Morton Frost, and myself, Paul Hand. I'll be handing the microphone across to them at the conclusion of this one. Thanks for your company. Do enjoy the rest of the terrific badminton set to unfold. Intanon puts a lid on it, and it's all pretty simple and efficient for her today.
Match won by Ratchanok Intanon.
The
21-14.
4th seed from Thailand, former world number 1, coming through 21-14, 21-13 in 35 minutes out on 1. She motors through and she'll take on Mia Blichfeld. She'll be reasonably pleased with that, I'm sure. Fairly comfortable passage for her. The mask will be put on, and her working day is done. Always so gracious, so warm-hearted, isn't she? Just and respectfully waiting for Iris Wang, who put up a good fight, but not enough sustenance, really. A good effort, but still work to do on her game for the world number 37. It's Intanon through to the quarterfinals on day 2.
So a very comfortable match there for Ratchanok Intanon, the two-time beaten finalist here at the All England Championships. And as you can see, her next match in the quarter-final stage will be against Mia Bligfeldt, the number 7 seed from Denmark. Nozomi Okuhara, the 2016 winner, she's safely through to the quarter-final as well, under 30 minutes to beat